We're critically ill. And Corona finished. I'm with you. Why are you shushing me? I am with you.
We're going to fight today.
I am with you.
We're going to fight
what
on
is
the show
wrong
today.
with you? There'll be an assault on air, live on air today.
And the B-Flow issue, he has explained himself what transpired. I love Mtali Mwanza and the way she handles politicians. They have called her names, but that has never put her down. In Lusaka, everyone is glued, yeah? Teali is very right. Some people want his Facebook page closed. They are forgetting that they're also infringing on his freedom of expression, which they themselves are crying out for. That's from Dinda.
Yes, the irony in that. And this one says, good morning, I'm Kels. Well, Kels, good morning to you. Oh, you said he should have signed his name, and he actually did. Yeah, this one says, Mutale Mwanza has done what many have not done with most political leaders, pressing them to address questions and to listen to respond to the question. I remember Steve also tried. He kept asking, but the answer was coming from somewhere else.
I remember that.
That surprises me. Is it dodging or not getting the question? I failed to get it. Watched press briefings and questions of Tony Blair. You got what you asked for. Or Sir Alex Fergie, who threw a boot at you. You got more than what you asked for. With your freedom of speech, is it to be allowed to act a fool?
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's the thing about freedom. You can be a fool.
Because it's your freedom. That's how you express yourself in a foolish way.
Oh, man. Good morning.
You need to respect that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, Sibu, how are you doing today?
Not complaining, my brother. How are you?
Okay. We're really good. Go ahead, Mr. Silva.
Yeah, I'm wish we know who are the moderator, who are the person of woman example. You know, you generally, you are not supposed to be coward. When you are on the floor, you need to direct your seat, what to say and how to do. So the government department never can go and we never can if you are asking me some question, I need to wait now from there and then I respond. So the position in the kind of so I think I studied that because she's not a coward generally. So emulate also so that even others can know but when you are on the stage you mean it. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
You know, I always take it as a strategy. You know, sometimes, and not all politicians, but some politicians or some people who do not want to answer questions would rather just go on a tirade of talking. Yeah,
That's it.
They just go on and on and on and on, and when you want to ask that question, they dodge it.
And it's very frustrating to have somebody on air and you can't have an intelligent conversation with them.
You're not doing
It's
anything.
frustrating as a presenter on that show.
So I understand from a journalist's point of view or from someone who's done interviews, I mean, how frustrating that is. You're trying to disseminate information and all you're getting is blah, 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 blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah,
blah.
And you're like, okay, that was a waste of my 30 minutes, which we could have been talking about things
About
like
something else.
Maybe coronavirus.
Yes.
Maybe Misty's shades in the studio.
Yes, like
Dark
Manaponya
shades.
is talking about. Good morning, watching you now. Misty by FNB putting on yellow t-shirts. But Misty Namagogo, I'm going through. My face is puffy.
Hello, you're live.
How's this?
Good morning.
Good morning. And where are you calling from?
National Safety.
National Asset, go ahead.
No pata shia
All right.
Your line is not clear, National Acid.
It sounds
National Assets.
sounds acidified.
My bad.
All right, it's 0847. Coming up is a segment called Who the Hell Cares? And today we're talking about... Nah, I can't.
You don't want to preempt it?
Nah, I'm not going to preempt
okay.
it. I
Don't
never
do
want
it.
to. All right, so who's our ding dong for this week? Who's our ding dong for this week? We'll talk about that later, right?
Yes.
All right. We need to play you a brand new jam. She Knocks with a song called My Woman. Big hits.
Wanna see my hits? Hit music station. Sun FM. The hits.
All right, premiering today on a Friday. That's She Knocks with a song called My Woman. It's 0848. Brand new music. 12th of June. It's a Friday.
She Knocks. Mike 1.
Coffee mix one, I bet. She gon' run to you. Any single day she'll fight for you. She had that right that died true. She's that lighter, and you are that fire. Hey. The one who sang go your woman. Oh. Soon we know your woman. She gon' run to you. Any other day she'll fight for you. She had that right or die true. She's that lighter, and you are that fire. The one who sang for your woman. Oh, soon we know your woman.
The boy with the sauce. Ready? Iwe chimono lubuto tola sanika. You shine so bright kalabadika. I'll fight for your love ngasaika. Ngala kusekesha odenga kasaka. She's beautifully made. My African queen, my lady, my bestie, my fiance, special somebody. I'm addicted to you, my baby. Ha! Baby, bena kala ya ndeke. Oh, my nkeche to flying gendeke. My ride or die, tingoleke. Ha! Better chikatane genseke. I've already fallen for you. Girl, I'm calling for you. I'm addicted, kuli webo, echo, kabila ne kuba fena
She
webo.
gon' run to you. Any single day she'll fight for you. She had that right that died true. She's that lighter, and you are that fire. Hey. The one who sang for your woman. Oh. Soon we know your woman. She gon' run to you. Any other day she'll fight for you. She had that right or die true. She's that lighter, and you are that fire. Hey, the one who sang for your woman. Oh, soon we know your woman.
Yeah, she's my favorite, my favorite. My future wife, my future wifey. Takuli umbi, I'm proud to call you my babe, Papa Nandi. Cuteness so overloaded. Na fine body anointed. Valimpala kanjaka so set. Pyombela Fiance excited. Wabakumutima my gelo. Shaka kulekele pota wakayepo solo. Kale na refika kuliwe. Wow, hold you tight to the night in pillow. Yeah, my trophy. Naliwina kali. My sweet chocolate na descenda kali. My superwoman ka pili we are one even though tawa.
She gon' run to you. Any single day she'll fight for you. She had that right that died true. She's that lighter, and you are that fire. Hey. The one who sang for your woman. Oh, soon we know your woman. She gon' run to you. Any other day she'll fight for you. She had that right or die true. She's that lighter, and you are that fire. Hey, the one who sang for your woman. Oh, soon we know your woman. Hey.
Yeah, go for mix perfect in my the black boys. McFarlane and Sean.
All right, that's a brand new song. She Knocks a song called My Woman, produced by Coffee Mix. My friend that shine.
I think Coffee Mix has magic hands. Everything it touches just. Ooh, ooh. Come on, him, open the bars.
Well, let's get some text messages before we start a segment where Misty becomes what she is not right now, which is a boss.
Oh, really?
You're not.
Okay.
You're your Kimbo right now.
Okay, Kembo.
I can say whatever I want to say to you
Kembo.
right now.
Okay. Hey, Lolela will sound like Kembo in the gutter.
Morning.
We will fix this. Mommy will fix this.
Come on.
Queen will fix this. Wait, if you have like a belly, then what's like the female version of a belly?
Female version. The Queen.
The Queen will fix this.
All right, so it says, haha, the Lusamba Mtala interview was epic for me. Good morning to you. Awesome twosome is from Tuela. Apparently, manpower is there when they hear the opposition wants to hold a gathering. Shame. That's from Tuela.
Okay. More text messages have come through, and this one says, let the people leave Tayali alone. Zambia is blessed with a comedian for a presidential hopeful. That's from Mr. Peary. Well, thank you very much for that, making me crack.
This one says, I don't care who says what. Mtale Mwanza for president. Now, Sun FM for the umpteenth time. I'm blocked by 096 number.
We have nothing to do with your 096 number blocked for the umpteenth time.
And on what I've heard in the press versus the public, I get both camps. The presenters... so they don't push the envelope like you two, and the public expects you to. Kind of people
all the time.
I, for one, accept people for who they are. Even those who block my 096 on radio WhatsApp show, Sun FM.
Again.
I don't know what's happening there.
We did not block the line.
We need to sort this out, though, Miss Maria.
Yeah, we need to fix
I don't think B-Flow was paid. You have to meet your antagonists. Come on, people. You have to meet them. And I don't care who says what. Mtale Mwanza for president. She continues.
And unblock my 096 line.
Okay, she continues.
Okay.
All right.
She does continue. Listen, from Chidila Bomba, good morning. Imobabili. Kuti mwalisha umuntu just the way you love.
That's from Luce from Chinabomba.
Luce, it's Steve. And
this one says, 2 thumbs up to the presenters for being professional. Bowman Lusambo has a habit of blocking presenters when they interview him. Sun FM learned something from her. That's from MK from Livingston.
And you always wonder when you have people like that, like what was the whole point of having this interview if we won't have a conversation?
They say, you two wearing the same color as if you come from the same house. Give courtesy to the listener.
Well, we wear the same colors on Friday because this is our branding. This is our Sun FM colors.
It's our corporate colors, yeah.
Yes, it's how we roll on a Friday.
This one says,
good morning, guys. Mister, you just murdered National Acid on radio. Cyberbullying's your fault. I fraternize with people like you. Evil people like you.
So it says, Ewa Abako, that's from Lukuta, talking about Mtale Mwanza.
Yes.
All right, some more text messages here. Says, why should B-Flow and Chilla apologize? Apologize for what? Speaking the truth?
Today. My bad. Let me take you to today.
Oh, okay. So it says, it's like the Bowman...
seems to be annoyed, though.
Yeah, he's afraid of tough questions. I remember the last time you hosted him on air, Ine had just a simple question, and the end of it was, you should end with Zimandola, and it was like, who's Zimandola? Tell us your real name. Oh man, it was too much. All right, anyway, coming up is a segment called Who the Hell Cares, where Misty becomes boss and lets us know whether she cares about a story or she doesn't care about it. And it starts right now.
Now, here's a little story I got to tell you.
Who the hell cares?
It makes sense to you.
Who the hell cares?
Does it make sense to me?
Who the hell cares?
I don't care.
Who the hell
Put your hands in the air. Say you don't care.
Who the hell cares?
Oh, yeah.
Boss ni mwewo.
Boss ni lewo.
All right. Okay. All right, boss. I mean, sitting in your chair, looking very pretty with your shades today. You look absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
You're the man, woman. All right. So, former Miss Universe Zambia, Alice Musukwa, defamation legal suit against black billionaire record label manager Shandavu has taken a twist, with the latter filing a counterclaim against the beauty queen. Mr. Shandavu, who last month was sued for alleging that Miss Musukwa is a prostitute, has also filed a lawsuit against the model seeking damages for inducement of breach of contract. The alleged inducement of breach of contract arose when Miss Musukwa requested musician Fly J to perform a freestyle song without the consent of Mr. Shandavu, the singer's manager. And he's underage, by the way. Yeah, Mr. Shandavu says Fly J is contracted under his music label, and therefore Miss Musukwa should have asked for permission from him. This drama has been going on social media, but now it's going to the courts. Do you care that drama from social media should get to the courts?
I actually don't care whether it's on social media or it went to the court. I just have very little care for it. Very little.
You don't care about all the drama that's happening on social media?
It's very entertaining. It's highly entertaining. I go on social media, watch this. People throw rants, throw each other under the bus, call each other names, and I watch it. I'm like, oh, okay. It's highly entertaining for me, but I have very little care for it.
I get bored.
To some extent, yes. At some point, it's just like, why are we not adulting?
get
Guys,
so bored. I was like-
where you guys?
I was like, I mean, people love so much attention. I mean, I love attention as well, but I don't like it that much.
No, not that much.
I'm not going to go live every day
No.
to insult
Talk about
people.
you guys. When I got on this app, you guys, you should also get on it.
Oh man, I get so bored, and I'm like, I mean, there's such a young generation that's following these people, right? And is seeing their lifestyles and seeing how they come out and they insult each other day in, day
And
out,
day out.
because of what? Their personalities, their egos.
I think, yeah,
get bored.
that's it. Their egos. It's all about their egos. To get an ego boost, to get more likes, to get more followers for their pages. But it's at the end of the day, it's just absolute
Nonsense.
Now, here's a little story I got to tell you.
Who the hell cares?
It makes sense to you.
Who the hell cares?
Does it make sense to me?
Who the hell cares?
I don't care. I don't care.
Who the hell
Hands in
cares?
the air. Say you don't care.
Who the hell cares?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Well, this story I care about because it affects me on a personal
Oh,
level.
does it? Does it now?
Well, owners of bars and nightclubs have threatened to open their businesses if they are not allowed to operate today.
Today.
They're not allowed to do it today.
This very Friday, Lelopa Friday.
Apapeni,
For 12th June.
Yeah, the Ministry of Local Government Permanent Secretary Ed Chomba has urged bars and nightclub owners to be a bit patient.
Okay.
Because government has not forgotten about their plight.
Oh, man.
Bars and nightclub owners association of Zambia, Peter Mwale, says his members have suffered enough and they now feel abandoned. Mr. Mwale said in an interview yesterday that the association will have a press briefing today to instruct its members to open its businesses if they're not allowed to open the bars. Do you care or don't you care? Do you care or don't you care?
I'm dying over here. You are a whole fool.
Yes, boss. Whatever you say.
But I do care because when these people open, our side of the business opens as well.
Entertainment opens up.
We
as
make
well.
some ching. So we are equally suffering. Open these institutions.
But you know one thing about this, right? Obviously cholera. Remember when cholera was ravaging
sweeping
Zambia?
Lusaka, yes.
What wasn't closed was the
The
bar.
bars. Oh my goodness.
And what was
I
the statement?
remember.
And what was the statement?
The statement was that the bars
Contributes to?
they contribute to the economy.
Thank you.
So that's an economy. We're not contributing in the coronavirus era.
Yeah, but then again, you know, I mean, obviously, coronavirus is more infectious than
Than cholera.
Than cholera.
Cholera, which kills you in
A
a
few-
period of a few days.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not as infectious.
Okay, I mean, I
Mortality
do
would
get
be
your point,
high, yeah.
but I think we've reached a point where, come on, let's get back to normal. We understand social distancing, sanitizing. We've sanitized about 3 times since we've been here, about 3 hours. Let's make it 4. Yeah, because I didn't even go out. It's been you and I for 3 hours. Why are we wasting hand sanitizer? But
As we can. All right. Do you care or don't you care?
I do care. Let people get back to making money.
Good morning.
Josie,
Josie Chichi, which story do you care about and don't you care about?
iye yakwisula mapa afurefe bayisula kozi konele yalipeya bengi olokolera futi namaba mwaba amatoilet nombakolwera mubomoizi bafuna besuli olwabafu wapo banono konele yalipeya bengi betikisha abantu atene balemu abantu.
Thank you very much, Josie.
mulebo musele banja ambokulanda omuntu kitafuwe babache balemfu wako
Mushabinka. Mwanshi muya. Mwanshi muya.
So it says, I too sympathize with bar owners and the Supreme Leader should just open the bars already. At least the COVID-19 we have in Z is different from the rest.
We keep hearing this a lot.
If it was that severe, our health system would have collapsed by now because let's face it, 80% of our population are not even taking this corona thing very seriously.
And he's part of the 80%.
Yeah.
Cyberbully. And this one says, yay, and I don't care about the Alice Jama Mwe. Let them sue themselves all they want. That's from Tawela.
All right, 0212617140. Segment code Who the Hell Cares? Good morning. Oh, Miji, your line is like really bad. We can hardly get you.
Before I proceed, is your line working there?
Yes, it is.
No,
Both
it isn't.
lines
No, it's not working.
Oh, it's not working.
Not working
My bad.
today. Yeah.
Okay, whatever the case, but I'm not in support of those people who are saying that they are going to open. But, you know, from the time, Steve, when this coronavirus thing came about,
Yeah.
believe me, the number of violence has reduced, road traffic accidents have reduced. It's an indication that alcohol has actually played a role in some of the bad things that are happening. In fact, I would even propose that government should even allow these people to be opening their bars after 14 hours. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. You just made a lot of bar owners very upset.
You know, I'm trying to figure out who's coming on the next show. I really am.
Oh, because nobody has walked in.
Nobody has walked in. No one has said anything. Can I go check?
Just check. Make sure.
Let me go check.
I'll read a few text messages while you check for who's already here to take over from us. And it's from Dola. Good morning. It says police are saying no manpower to escort demonstrators, but there will be manpower on standby to go and disperse demonstrators if it goes ahead. Shame. Why not give them the manpower you will put on standby to escort? You get the point.
Yeah.
There'll be no manpower to make sure that they escort them to demonstrate, but there'll be manpower on standby to disperse them.
All right, Easy T is in the building. I didn't know Easy T was doing the show.
Easy.
Yeah,
But why?
I'm just gonna be doing
Why
it
are
for
you
today.
here?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Well, I'm here early in the morning.
Okay.
For a
it
start.
says-
So we're going to give you this because obviously this has affected your business as well. I mean, owners of bars and nightclubs have threatened to open the businesses if they are not allowed to operate by today. And they say Bar and Nightclub Owners Association of Zambia President Peter Mwale says his members have suffered enough and now they feel abandoned. Do you care or don't you care?
I totally do care. Well, if it had to happen, it would be good. But I think also, you know, like some people are just going to sleep behind the cells if they had to just open.
That's inevitable.
If they had to just open, that's what's going to happen.
Possible.
It's been happening anyway.
It's been happening for a while. And Alice Mwaiche, she needs to grow up. Vane just open the bars. Vane, by your estimation, how many families are suffering because of the closure of bars? So the president should just open the bars. That's from Chanda.
All right, we found out who's doing the show from 9 to 12. We got to go now. I mean, we've stated our case. We're out of here. Segment code Who the Hell Cares? Thank you very much for joining us. Coming up, we have the news headlines.
Headline news on the hour, every hour, on Sun 88.5 FM.
The Workers' Compensation Fund Control Board, WCFCB, has urged the employers who are registered with the board to report activities and diseases contracted during the course of the work within the days, gaining knowledge of the occurrence. Community schools in Dola District's Chipulukusu compound have failed to procure thermometers for learners in the area. And about 6,800 local tourists have visited the Victoria Falls after President Edgar Lungu ordered the reopening of the tourism site last month, which had been closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And the United Nations has called on authorities in Libya to investigate reports of extrajudicial killings in territory controlled by, until recently, by the renegade General Khalifa Haftar. And in sports, Zambia Rugby has decided to use the COVID-19 downtime to improve its administrative capacity by adopting and implementing Scrumit as Rugby Management Systems, RMS. Those are the headlines. I'll be back tomorrow with the Hangover Breakfast Express.
Headline news on the hour, every hour, on Sun 88.5 FM.
Hi, my name is Stephen Chalwe. I am a healthcare provider helping people living with HIV. In my professional experience, I have seen that sometimes HIV-positive patients